Hi guys, today I would like to talk to you about what is a semicolon. Now you might think this is an English lesson, but it really isn't. It is a little bit at the beginning, but that's it. And what a semicolon is, it's kind of like a comma, it's a pause, but it's a little bit longer than a comma, but it's not a full stop like a period. So it's kind of like saying the sentence going, and then going on to the next sentence. So it doesn't end, it just pauses. In 2013, a organization called Project Semicolon was started. It is a faith-based nonprofit organization to support people with mental illness, addiction, thoughts of suicide, or even self-harm in any way as a place for them to go and get support. You might have seen that there was a big surge in semicolon tattoos in 2013 and 14 that are done here, usually on the inside of the wrist, as a reminder to that person or to people around them about mental illness and taking a pause and not a period to end at the end. I have one behind my right ear, which I'll post a picture of, and that it's a reminder to me that people are struggling with this every day. I've had 2 family members that have tried to commit suicide, which were not successful, thank goodness, and come to find out that I have a great-grandfather who committed suicide because he found out he had cancer. And back in those days, we're talking like the 1930s and 40s, that was the big C word, and they thought you could get cancer from catching it from each other breathing. And so it was a death sentence to begin with, so he decided to end his life instead of having to live through the pain of cancer. So the founder of Project Semicolon said, this is how she explained it: the semicolon is used by the author that the author could have chosen to end the sentence, but instead decided not to, have a pause. The author is you, and the sentence is your life. So that's why the semicolon is there as a reminder to pause. Another foundation was started not too long ago has a semicolon, but it has IGY6. And this is for veterans, active duty, first responders and their family, people dealing with PTSD, especially from the military. And what it stands for is I got your 6. So pause, I got your 6. And if anybody's not sure of military terms, 6 is kind of, think of it as a clock. If you're straight looking forward, that's 12. 6 is behind you. So that means I've got your back. And it's a tattoo that you will see on military members. And it comes in red, black, and blue. And it represents different colors. The colors represent different things and like that have to go with being a veteran or a survivor of Afghanistan, things like that. And it means pretty much never give up. Pause, remember I have your back. National Suicide Prevention Month is September. And the week that we celebrate or promote, I shouldn't say celebrate, promote suicide prevention is September 6th or September 10th through September 16th, because it is very important for people to know that there's a place for them to reach out to raise funds for suicide prevention. That's why the walks are called Out of the Dark, and there are walks all across the nation. The one in Dallas, Texas is October 18th, which I will be taking part of. To give you an idea how many people commit suicide, and I got these numbers from the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention, is in 2014, 42,773 people committed suicide. That is an astronomical number. Let me say it again. 42,773 people committed suicide in the United States. That is just unfounded, unbelievable amount of numbers. So things we should watch out for our friends and for our family is some of the common risk factors that might lead somebody down this road is one is mental illness with depression, alcoholism, drug abuse. Those are all one of the top reasons somebody would commit suicide or have thoughts go towards suicide. Another is terminal illness or chronic pain. I talked about my grandfather, great-grandfather, but a celebrity that we all know and love was Robin Williams when he was diagnosed with a chronic illness that knew that he would be dead in 2 to 3 years. Didn't want people to remember him that way, and he saw this as a way out. But he also suffered from depression, alcoholism, and drug abuse. So everything, I think, just kind of of folded into that. But number two was chronic illness or pain, and I think that's why he took that road. Previous attempts, if somebody has had thoughts of suicide and has prevented or tried suicide, there's something to always watch out for there, especially if they don't go in and get treatment and help to deal with the mental illness, the depression, the chronic pain, whatever it is. And also social isolation. The problem in today's society is we're all on social media, but I could have 1,000 friends on Facebook and 1,000 followers on Twitter and Instagram, but I have nobody to talk to in my house or who I'm close to. So social isolation becomes a bigger problem as technology grows and gets better. So watch out for those common factors for somebody in your life. When I was talking about depression, 25 million Americans suffer from depression. That's the numbers from 2014. And from all the people who committed suicide in 2014, 50% suffered from major depression. We're not talking about I'm having a bad day, I'm just really sad today for a couple of days, but it'll turn around. This is chronic. This is horrific. Like I can't get out of bed. I cannot function. I cannot take care of my children. It could be postpartum, and it could also be if they're bipolar, things like that. So those are the things that depression can manifest itself. And of those people that committed suicide in 2014, if you add in alcoholism into it, 75% were either depressed or alcoholics. So alcohol is a depressant, so that just adds to it as well. So depression is something we should really be working on and making people aware of, because it's just like having heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, things like that. It's just something that is medically we need to take care of and should not be ashamed of. I would say in this world of changing things and day to day and stuff, talk to your friends and family, reach out to them, make sure they're okay. When you see somebody with a tattoo of the semicolon, know that it could be them struggling, or a family or a close friend that are struggling with mental illness, and that we all should just take a pause in our life. Be that friend to reach out and make the phone call, call them, text them, let them know you're there. Be a genuine friend, and that you really care about them. And a lot of times that's all they need to know, is that there is somebody there who loves and cares for them, and that it's okay to take a pause, but it's not okay to end your life, because it might end their pain, but all it does, it passes on the pain to the people who love and care about them. So the pain doesn't go away, it just transfers to somebody else. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you found this information helpful, and please reach out to the American Suicide Prevention Organization. I'll have the links below if you need help, or you know somebody who needs help. Thank you.